Hi there folks, how is your wrist? How are you doing? You probably have been cursing at me and you're probably mad with me because I insist that you play the F major chord. Believe me, it's for your own benefit. Once we get over this hurdle, the rest of the course will be a piece of cake. But you need that chord, trust me. So I would assume that over the past couple of days you tried to get familiar with the chord. By now you should know where to put your fingers on. And why don't we do a few exercises now? I already showed you in the last lesson that you can use this exact same finger position in many different frets and play different chords by using the same position. Now, what I want you to do is the following. Build your F major chord and play it 4 times in a row. So how did that go? Is there still a little bit of a buzzing going on or muting? That's perfectly okay. Don't worry. It will take some time to develop that strength. What I want you to do now is, as you build that F major chord, move each finger up by 4 frets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now your index finger is in the 5th fret, and most guitars have a little marker there. You see that right there? Not all guitars do though, but most guitars have a little dot there. So now what you will see is, as you play the same chord in the 5th fret, it is easier. Why? Because the tension on the strings is just much less compared to play it close by the nut, by that little thing here, because that basically bumps the strings away from the neck and you have to put a lot of pressure on right here to press them down, whereas if you do it in the 5th fret, it is so much easier. Right? So just try to compare it. Play it 4 times in the 5th. Now move it back up into the 1st. You will see it takes much more pressure and strength to play that chord in the regular position. So again, don't get me wrong. You cannot just say, okay, from now I'm only going to play it in the 5th fret, because then you have a different chord. You have to play an A major and not an F major. But I need you to play, at the end of the day, I need you to play it in the 1st position, in the regular position, because you'll need that F major. But for practicing purposes, it's perfectly okay to start out playing in different frets, just to get used to the finger position and develop some muscle. So let's do a couple of exercises. What I want you to do now is start out with an F, so in the 1st position, and then play that chord 1 time, and then move it up 1 step. So your index finger is in the 2nd fret, play it 1 time, then move it up another step. Play it 1 time, move it up another step, play it 1 time, till you're in the 5th fret, and play it 1 time. So like this. Do that with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's do the same thing backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. How did that go? All right. Well, now, last time I already played that little smoke on the water riff. Why don't we learn that together? Because it's fairly simple to do. Now, the key might not be consistent with the original version, but it doesn't really matter. It's an excellent practice, and it's a line that everybody can remember. We start out in the 3rd. Move it up into the 6th, into the 8th. Do that together. Then you go back into the 3rd, into the 6th, into the ninth, into the eighth. So that was basically the second line. Let's start over. You got that? Let's do it one more time together. 3, 6, 8, 3, 6, 9, 8. Then it continues. 3, 6, 8, 6, 3. One more time. 3, 6, 8, 3, 6, 9, 8. 3, 6, 8, 6, 3. So try to play that a little bit, that Smoke on the Water riff. I'm pretty sure that most of you know the song. I kind of assume that it's a very popular song. If you happen not to know the song, then I encourage you to go on YouTube and Google Smoke on the Water by Deep Purple. Now, just practicing that riff is an excellent exercise for you in order to, at the end of the day, play the F major chord. Now, I put a worksheet together for you and I need you to practice the exercises in the worksheet. I'm not going to do them here in the video because they're very clear, and at this point I believe it's still a little bit too early to go through to make you play along with me. But please use the worksheet and practice with the exercises, and practice the exercises that I outlined. So, just as a little outlook, in the next lesson, we're gonna play House of the Rising Sun, an old traditional which was made very popular by the Animals. I'm pretty sure you've heard of it. It goes something like this. And you saw what I just did right there. Yes, I played the F major, and that's exactly the reason why I need you to learn that chord, because it is part of so many songs. So take your time. Even if you spend a couple of weeks on this particular lesson just to get that F chord together, use the worksheet to practice, and then we're going to move on with the next lesson where we're going to learn House of the Rising Sun. Now, very important, if you struggle here, why don't you just send me a video and show me exactly what the issue is? And then maybe we can get together over Skype and I can give you some little fine-tuning tips. I look forward to the next lesson. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.